Hopefully you don't mind me recording this crazy setup over here that you guys have, man.
The world needs to know. Feel free. Yeah, this is what real racing looks like.
Yep.
Riders ready. Go!
Oh, it's going, it's going.
You don't want to light trees on fire, dude.
Welcome back, guys. You're watching the 5 Kawak channel, and today you'll be joining me on my very first EUC race experience at ShredFest 3. So there's a line. Maybe I should have got here earlier. So last year I got here a whole lot earlier. Just drove up to the front. I think there was like maybe 2 cars in front of me. This time, since I'm about an hour late, there's a little bit of a line. Just a bit. I ended up waiting almost an hour before getting my registration bracelet, and then I headed on over to the EV's Pro Race Team campsite to set up. It was the same location as last year's campsite, although this time it was a bit more crowded. Go film out this crazy setup over here you guys have. After setting up camp and doing a few practice runs of this year's racetrack, I had to stop by to show you the EV's Pro Racing Team's campsite and their setup. Crazy setup over here that you guys have, man.
The world needs to know. Feel free.
Right? I mean, this is awesome. I mean, these guys had it all. Extra wheels, tires, rims, motors, batteries, boards, you name it. If it broke down out here, chances are they can get it fixed.
Yeah, this is what real racing looks like.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Quite the shop over there.
Right?
I was like, it's like they're stripping wheels to sell them on the black market.
EUC Chopshop.
Yeah, it's like that.
The following day was time trials. I was one of the first ones to go down as I was already feeling nervous as it was, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. I decided to play it safe and not push it. Although in the end, man, there was way faster riders out here, including the women.
You did the whole thing seated?
You did the whole thing seated?
Ouch, my heart.
Oh, look out here, guys. This is
Dang, he has a horrible thing too.
Let's go.
After all the riders had finished, we headed on over to the leaderboards to check out our times.
I got 9 Clydesdales. Hell yeah. And I came off the board 3 times, so if I get a clean run...
Ooh, looks like I need to step up my game.
I'm going to get under 4 minutes tomorrow in the semis. Definitely. What was your time? It went perfect.
And later that evening, EUC riders got a special treat and opportunity of using a ramp and lander, courtesy of Mike Leahy and the Armature Race team. Man, it was such a blast and such a great experience. Dialing in the correct speed and getting used to landing on the bag took a little bit of getting used to. But the feeling of hang time and clearing the gaps is like nothing else. Here's a synchronized shot of both front and back views. Being that this was my first time ever using a ramp and lander, obviously there was some failed attempts. Here are some of my earlier ones. I was still trying to dial in the right speed and control in the air. However, after a few tries, I was feeling the flow and smoothly completing the jumps. So the next day was race day, and it immediately started with a bang. Literally. All of a sudden, I saw Roger, also known as Roger EUC on YouTube, carrying his wheel over to the campsite, and it was smoking. I immediately grabbed my camera and went to go check things out. Yeah, luckily that was my phone in front of those flames and not my face. Oh, it's going, it's going.
You don't want to light trees on fire, dude.
You see, Roger had a crash earlier that damaged one of his custom battery packs. Unknown to him that it was damaged, he went ahead and charged his wheel. It started to smoke, and this was the result.
Theme smoke. Don't breathe that.
It's just gonna keep on burning. Yeah, it's just gonna keep on burning if you don't, submerge it in the water. Sorry, man, you had to. You had to. So now we get on to some actual race footage. No, this is not the pro race, it's the amateur race, which I was placed in, but I still had a lot of fun and learned a lot as I made a few mistakes before the race. I'll probably talk about those later, but for now, just check this out.
Ready? Go!
Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with having to watch the entire 8-minute race. Besides, it wasn't that exciting from my point of view anyways. Instead, let's look at the map of this year's course. The race was started at the registration booth and makes a sharp right up the hill. It continues up the hill past the entrance to lap 2 of the track. Lap 2 was an addition to this year's EUC race. I'll show you clips of that later. This section here was definitely the dustiest, with several inches of dust. A lot of riders went down around this area, and at the very top is where I make my very first mistake. So right about here on the map.
Alberta! Whoa.
Mistake number 2.
That mistake cost me.
And here's the second time I go down. This one ended up breaking off my handle since it had my GoPro attached to it. Oh look, there goes 4th position. Yeah, trying to get the wheel balanced again while under pressure and on an incline is exhausting in itself. Okay, flashback to the day before. I took my camera out to get some footage of lap 2. This was definitely my favorite part of the course. It's just too bad that I was already exhausted during the final race. It was mainly a downhill track with a few short uphill sections and a steep incline leading to a hard right at the bottom of the hill. Then a long straightaway, and then a left turn on to the finish line. Here's what it looked like when the Pro Division came down. He almost biffed it. Peter almost biffed it. Chance! And a squeaky wheel. Oh! That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. Oh shit, that does not sound good. He should have been at least in second or third. Now here's a view of my race as I come down the same hill and totally exhausted push onto the finish line.
For the EUC Amateurs.
Fuck, dude. Fucking build 3 times, bro.
Go down?
3 times. Fuck.
You finished though.
Yeah.
And you got your camera back. That's good.
Yeah.
Coming in first place for the EUC Amateur today was Stephen Winter. And I gotta give a quick shout out here to Mr. Chance Hines. Chance has been helping us here since the beginning of Seek and Shred. I met him when he was still riding a one wheel. And he has been instrumental in helping us work with building the EUC part of our race. And this year, Chance actually worked with Pagode to help get us some prizes for our EUC winners. And today, our first place amateur winner, Mr. Stephen Winter, is going home with a Pagode M10-4. Congratulations, and thank you to Chance and thank you to Pagode for their support. All right. right, next I'm going to go through our EUC Pro division. This was really exciting to watch, and today we had 3 really fast riders come in for EUC Pro. The third place was Mr. Matt Burt.
There he is.
All right, in second place, with I guess what I'd call a fantastic finish, is Mr. Zach Darnell. Zach literally flew into the finish a few yards before it, and but I saw him enjoying a beer a few minutes later, so I think he's okay. Congratulations, Zach. And in first place, representing Rev Rides, we have Douglas Marshall. All right, and as I mentioned, we worked with Bigot to get these prizes in, and Douglas is going home with a Bigot T4. Congratulations. That is Matt Burton in third, Zach Darnell in second, and Douglas Marshall in first for our EUC Pro.
Well, that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks for sticking till the end. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. I'd like to thank everybody over at the EV's campsite for having me this year. Chance, Zach, James, Steven, Roger, and Joseph. Once again, it was a great time. I also want to give a special shout out to E-Wheels for hooking me up with some needed parts. A video will come for that later. And all the riders that I met up with at ShredFest 3, Matt, Richard, Peter, Sam, Maribel, Ryan, James, and many other cool riders. Let's all hope we get to do this again next year. Until next time, stay dusty.